Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Bukit Bintang, and as you know, Bukit Bintang, a little bit about Bukit Bintang is located along Jalan Bukit Bintang. That is in Malay, Jalan means road. As you all know, it is an upscale mall and luxury fashion boutique. They are all found here, and branded goods, watches, clothes, shoes, and leather products. And of course, they are also known for bars, bistros, and fine music, fine dining. And this is the place you come to if you want to be entertained, because this is an entertainment district full of luxury and leisure. Okay, and of course, close by, about 2 kilometers away, we have the KL Forest Eco Park, where we are not going, not today anyway. We also have the KL Tower, which is about 2 kilometers away. Of course, in Bukit Bintang, it is known for its shopping, where tourists come and they want to buy luxury items. Of course, the most prominent of all is the Pavilion KL. And you can see here, this is the Pavilion apartment, which is adjacent to the Pavilion KL shopping mall. And of course, another shopping mall that you see down the road is Lot 10. Then we also have Fahrenheit, and of course Star Hill. In fact, Bukit Bintang in the local language means Star Hill. That's where the 6-star shopping mall is got its name. Whether it's 6-star or not, that's what they say, but you can see a lot of expensive items being sold in that shopping mall. Nonetheless, today I'm going to take you for a walk down the road less traveled by tourists. This is the heart of the Golden Triangle. In fact, Bukit Bintang is known for its financial, commercial, and entertainment district. Alright, so let's take a walk down this Bukit Bintang, and I will probably explain a little bit about this area where I once lived, so that you will be better informed. You can see the Lot 10. Lot 10 is a very old shopping mall, very popular landmark in Bukit Bintang. Now this is pre-COVID time. Before COVID, this place used to be very busy, come day and night. Especially at night, it is very, very, very congested. Of course, now you see it's pretty quiet. Today being a Sunday, it should be crowded by right, but it is not. Okay, let's walk down, and I will take you down memory lane. This is the place where I once lived when I was a bachelor. A lot of Arab food shops, Arab food restaurants dotted along Jalan Bukit Bintang, is because before, when the tourists were plentiful in this country before COVID, you have a lot of foreigners visiting this area, and a lot of people from the Middle East. That is why you have a lot of Arab food shops around this area. This is one of them, the Arab shop. This is one of them. Next door is also an Arab restaurant. Arab food. If you love Arab food, this is where you come. a lot of hotels in this area. The Federal Hotel is here, Royal Ceylon right in front. You have the Grand Millennium, and then you have plenty more. Looks like the hotel Ceylon, Bukit Bintang, Royal Ceylon is not open. Closed. Swiss Garden, in front of Swiss Garden, and then you see this tall building yet to be completed. It is Merdeka PNB 118, which is going to be the tallest building in Malaysia next year, due for completion. It is 644 meters tall. It has got 118 stories, 5 of which are embedded underground. Just like the KLCC, 5 stories are embedded underground. I'm not an engineer, neither am I an architect, but I can tell you from common sense that has a lot to do with stability and safety. Because a building of this size and height, stability is of the essence. It is very important to have a very strong foundation. So this building is shaped as an arm stretched upwards, resembling the arm of our first Prime Minister, who first declared independence for Malaysia then, Malaya before that, Malaysia in 1957, 31st of August 1957, which is when we got our independence from the British. So this will resemble an arm stretching skywards, pointing skywards, declaring independence. That's why it is called Merdeka 118. In fact, they have not made up their mind about what to call this building. Now it is called Merdeka PNB 118. They are also thinking of calling it Merdeka 118, which is, I think, very appropriate. They are also toying with the idea of calling it PNB 118. I think that might not be significant, might not be appropriate, because a lot of foreigners do not know what PNB means. Of course, we locals know it means Permodalan Nasional Berhad. It's a national, the government arm, it's financial arm. And of course, they also have this name in mind is Merdeka Tower. Okay, that might make more sense. Okay, let's see what they will call it next year. When this is completed next year, 2002, Kuala Lumpur or Petronas Twin Tower will no longer be the tallest building in Malaysia. This will overtake Petronas Twin Tower, which is 452 meters tall and 88 stories. Now we are going to turn into Jalan Alor. If you are a foreigner, if you are coming to Malaysia to sample some of our local delicacies, our food, this is the place you need to come to. This is Jalan Alor, just parallel to Jalan Bukit Bintang. Of course, it's normally not open in the day, only at night to cater for the tourists and local visitors to this area. And of course, you can see some stalls are open in the day because of the long shutdown. They're trying to make some money. Normally, it's not open in the day. It's only beginning to open around about 4 p.m. until late at night. I think you can see some foreigners here having their meal. And I think probably these people are long-term stay people. They're not tourists. Okay, so one thing good about eating here is that the price is reasonable, the food is reasonable, and they do not mark up. Because now with social media, if you do that, whole world will know. So they maintain their reputation as being fair. They do not cheat. They do not mark up their food items, the price of their food items. So there is no such thing as foreigners get a different price. Everybody pays the same amount, which is very good. Okay, you can see there's a lot of food to sample. This is Jalan Allah, a must visit for those who are in Malaysia, in this area, in Kuala Lumpur, especially for those who like to eat local delicacies wherever they go. Okay. Jalan Allah. So it looks like the restaurants are preparing to open tonight. This is very good. I think the signs are very good because right at this point of time, more than 60% of our population are fully vaccinated. So the government has allowed them to open for longer hours, and which is good. That will hopefully draw foreign tourists back to Malaysia. These people basically survive more on foreign tourism. At night, during those pre-COVID times, this place will be full of people, full of people walking. And of course, it will not be as hot as now. It will be cooling at night. So the tables will be at the sides of the road, at the roadside. And this is the culture in Malaysia. People like to eat by the roadside. They do not like to sit in a restaurant where it is normally very hot or very stuffy. They prefer to sit by the roadside. Okay, this is Jalan Allah. We're coming to the end of Jalan Allah. And of course we have a lot of Chinese food, Thai food in this area. Indonesian food, Thai food, especially Thai food. Okay, we've come to the end of Jalan Allah. We're gonna turn left, and this is Changkat Bukit Bintang. Changkat Bukit Bintang. Just now we started our walk right in front there at Jalan Bukit Bintang. Now we are going Changkat Bukit Bintang. There's a lot of food reflexology center here. Right now they are allowed to open. Food reflexology. Okay, I'm going to take a walk down memory lane. I use the zippier one. You can see a lot of food reflexology. Food reflexology. And these are mostly foreigners who have got the work permit to work in Malaysia. Good for them. They were not allowed to open last month. Now they are allowed to, which is good. lined with food reflexology center. Oh, they're open in the day. Last time only at night. Daytime, they are normally not open. Only at night the tourists come out to do their shopping and to eat. They are mostly catering for foreigners, but all locals go there too. Okay, this is the back lane of Bukit Bintang. We are not going to go there. The back lane of Bukit Bintang. Now this is the row of pubs, bistros and water holes, if you may. It will come alive at night, not in the day, at night. Of course the crowd won't be as much as before, but still better than nothing. They are allowed to open now. Okay, this is known for its pubs and bistros and restaurant. This is another one. They locked down for so long. At least they can breathe now. They can breathe. They can breathe. This must be a Middle East restaurant. I can't read the name. It is so written in such a way that I can see some Arabic wordings there. So it must be a Middle Arabic restaurant. Okay. Now this is where I lived once before, Jalan Barangan. Jalan Barangan. This is where I lived. Of course, when I was here, some 40 years ago, these tall buildings you see here were never around at that time. This shop lot, you see, they've been renovated into restaurants and boutiques and budget hotel. It wasn't here at that time. I wonder if I can recognize where I lived once before. Wow, this guy is out of business. For sale to let. They couldn't sustain the long shutdown, I presume. Okay, just too bad. Everyone in this world is affected. Well, it looks like I can't recognize my previous house. Is one of these. So it's been renovated in such a way I don't even recognize it now. Must be here. In fact, when I brought my girlfriend here, who is my wife now, she was very surprised that I lived here, because she didn't expect me to live in this place. But nonetheless, I lived here. I think this is the one, if I'm not mistaken. The door is not the same. I think this must be the one, or the next door. I'm not too sure. The next door. This must be the one. I once lived here. Okay. Alright. Let's move on. Ramada. At least they're open for business. Ramada is a hotel. It wasn't here when I was staying here 40 years ago. Neither was this building here. All these tall buildings sprung up when I left. Serene, Bukit, Ceylon. Okay. Adjacent to this place where this tall building are situated is Bukit Ceylon. Further down, Bukit Ceylon. As you know, Bukit Bintang, you have got the new and the old. It is a center for financial, commerce, leisure, entertainment, you name it, dining. It doesn't come cheap though, because this is a tourist spot, so the prices are a little bit higher than the suburbs. This is another view of Changkat Bukit Bintang, where the foreigners, the expats come in the evening to drink, to dine, to spend the night. You can see the KL Tower behind this tall building, KL Tower. Okay, another view of Changkat Bukit Bintang. This is where the foreigners, the locals and expats come, especially during weekend. It will be congested. Sometimes the roads will be closed for safety reasons, and to ease the traffic, this road will be blocked at night, especially during weekends. I will take you to the church I used to go to some 30 years ago, or for that matter 40 years ago. And we will end our vlog there. I'm very glad I can take you down memory lane. This brings back old memories to me. I wonder if this restaurant is open. I suppose they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're still in business. That's good. There's another tall building coming up here. What is this? Pavilion, Ceylon Hill. As I mentioned, we are in Ceylon Hill now. This Pavilion, Ceylon Hill. Well, the properties around here do not come cheap because it is in a financial district, or we call it the Golden Triangle. I never knew this hotel existed. Indie Hotel. All right. This is a posh, this is a posh residence. I suppose it will be more than 2 million per unit. 2 million Malaysian ringgit per unit. Place is very serene in the heart of the city, and you see a lot of greens. That is very comforting. A lot of greens right in the center of Bukit Bintang. Look at the greens, so wonderful. You don't expect. And a bit further down you have got the Dell Eco Park, where they have the skywalk too, the skywalk. Another view of the Menara Merdeka, or the Merdeka Towers, or Merdeka Tower, which is going to be the tallest building in Malaysia next year. Menara PNB 118. This is another upscale apartment. Upscale apartment located in Bukit Ceylon. You see the old building in front, that's the church I was talking to you about. When I was there, it was called the St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church, or St. Andrew Presbyterian International Church. I wonder if it is still called that name. Let's take a look at the signage, and we will know whether it still retains that name. Now, what is it called now? Now it is called St. Andrew Presbyterian Church. Oh, they didn't change the name. The International Church of Kuala Lumpur. You know, this church caters to the expats who work in Malaysia. You see a lot of foreigners in this church. I was here because I live nearby, and the pastor at that time was Pastor Swanson, who came from Taiwan. He is an American. He is American. I wonder if he's still around or gone to be with the Lord. I'm not sure. He is still around, I hope. He was a very old man at that time, and he speaks very good Mandarin, very good Mandarin, because of his years of pastoring a church in Taiwan. That's how he learned to speak Mandarin, I suppose. So this is the church I was in I think about 40 years ago. This is a real traditional church, and that is the pastor's quarters, residence for that matter. And looks like I will have to end my vlog here. It's already half an hour. I want to retain the maximum half an hour if possible, so that it will not be too long. So over and out, and I'll end my vlog here, and see you again.